Hello students, good morning. As you know, we have finished all the chapters for the second term. So now we will start again from the beginning. And according to that, our first chapter is nucleic acid and protein synthesis. So today we will discuss what is nucleic acid, what is nucleotide, what are DNA, RNA and everything, and how DNA replication takes place, also how protein synthesis takes place. Before learning about the replication of nucleic acids, we must learn some basic terminology about this. The first terminology is DNA. DNA is the abbreviated form and the full form is deoxyribonucleic acid, and it is the part of the chromosome or part of the nucleus that transmit genetic information from the parents to the children, and it also is responsible for production of protein. The second term is nucleotide. Nucleotides are the building block of nucleic acid. That means the DNA is formed of thousands of nucleotides. Then double helix. As you have seen in the diagram when I taught in the class, DNA is a two-stranded structure intertwining around itself like a ladder. Now we will learn about some more terminology. One of them is DNA replication. The definition of DNA replication is a process during which a double-stranded DNA molecule is copied and produce identical DNA molecules. And the last one is base pairing. Base pairing is a principle in which nitrogenous base of DNA bond with each other. According to that, there are four bases like adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. Along with learning about DNA, you will also learn about RNA, ribonucleic acid, that is also formed in the nucleus from the DNA. And in that also there is base pairing, but in that, in place of thymine, the base is uracil. And all these bases are joined in pairs. For example, adenine is always paired with thymine and guanine is always paired with cytosine and vice versa. Means thymine with adenine and cytosine with guanine, and they are binded by hydrogen bond. Adenine and thymine are binded by two hydrogen bond. Guanine and cytosine are having three hydrogen bonds. This is a diagram which you can see and get clear how a DNA looks like and how it is looking like the ladder formed by nitrogenous base, and it is written there A is pairing with T and C is pairing with G, and the backbone means the one which is winding, that is sugar and phosphate backbone. DNA replication takes place in certain steps takes place in DNA replication. They are: first step is replication fork formation. That means before DNA replication, the DNA double helix unwind, and after unwinding there will be a place where a fork will form. And then primer binding. The leading strand is the simplest to replicate. There will be a leading strand, a lagging strand, and it is easy for the leading strand to replicate. The third step is elongation and the fourth step is termination. Here is a diagram on the replication of DNA, and DNA replication is also called as semi-conservative DNA replication because in each new strand there will be one parent strand. So one parent will be preserved, conserved, and another new will be formed. That's why it is called semi-conservative DNA replication. And for this replication, three enzymes are mostly active. They are helicase, DNA polymerase, and ligase. Helicase unwind the DNA double helix. The polymerase replace RNA primer with DNA, and ligase fill in the gaps. That means it works like a glue. So I hope you learnt DNA replication thoroughly. If not, you can refer to a YouTube to learn it in better way. Now we will come to protein synthesis. Why? What is protein synthesis? It is a process in which cell make protein. Why protein synthesis is necessary? Because protein characterized the feature of any organism. So it is very much necessary to form protein in the cell. And this protein synthesis takes place in two major steps. One is called transcription, another is called translation. What is transcription? It is the transfer of genetic material of DNA into mRNA in the nucleus. What is translation? Translation is mRNA along with tRNA, that is transfer RNA, and ribosome make protein. Understand? So two steps: transcription, translation. Here is the complete diagram of how mRNA or messenger RNA is forming from the DNA double helix, and how mRNA is going to cytoplasm, and in cytoplasm it is getting attached with ribosome, and then with the help of tRNA how the amino acids are getting chained by a polypeptide bond to make protein. So when a polypeptide bond forms, 20 amino acids make one protein. Protein synthesis, as I told, two steps are there: transcription and translation. In transcription there are three steps. First is initiation, it's the beginning of transcription. Second is elongation, it is the addition of nucleotides to form a mRNA strand. And the third is termination, means the mRNA get formed and goes to cytoplasm. Then the process is called translation. It is the process of translating the sequence of mRNA molecule to a sequence of amino acid and to form protein. I hope you understood DNA replication and protein synthesis thoroughly. Also I have taught you and gave you note and also refer some of the YouTube videos which always you can see, and every time when you are learning the presentation or the notes, refer to your textbook. Have a good time.